Hello everyone and welcome to a new Let's Play. Let's play Super Mario Brothers. This is the original. And I've tried recording this several different ways, several different times, and I just found out something. The Super Nintendo version has a way that you can stop Mario from using continues and just continue as Luigi. So I've gone through all this pain and strife, playing the original version and everything, getting upset. I already had a breakdown and you haven't even seen the first episode. But you know what? I'm happy to report that we will be able to do this whole Let's Play as Luigi. You know, I don't really talk about religion much in my videos, and I probably should because I feel it's important in this day and age. And you don't have to agree with my religion. I'm not one of those people that are like, you must believe in my God or you are no friend of mine. No, nothing like that. But, you know, I'm not even saying God has a plan in my Let's Plays. But what I am saying is, even minor things, eventually God will show you the way if you let Him. And I was just trying to bull rush this, and I reached a calm when I realized I was just going to do as Luigi, period. And I recorded on the regular Nintendo, and for some reason it didn't record my inputs. And I guess that's because it's technically second player. So, we're back to the Super Nintendo that's actually recording the screen instead of the inputs and replaying the game. With that said though, you know, I probably could have figured this way out, and some may say, oh well, God still had nothing to do with it, but I felt that He gave me the calm to do this, so anyways, that's my little religious spot there. I'm just happy that I get to play as Luigi, which is what I really wanted. Though I must say, I'm really sad that y'all won't get to hear my routine about how much Mario stinks. I was going on and on about like how Mario's the red-headed stepchild of everything because of his red hair, and how, I mean, believe it or not, green is so much better than the red characters. I mean, just think of like the famous green people, like I don't know, Luigi, or I don't know, Link. Link maybe I can't say I'm upgrading to a red color, but you know, he has his fire suits and everything. But when he comes to a game, he's wearing that green leotard, and I say this because green is a much better color. And just another famous person off the top of my head, Master Chief. And now you might be saying, but there's that Red vs. Blue series. Yeah, but that's not Master Chief. That's just Red vs. Blue. That's multiplayer. Master Chief is the single player. You play as the green guy and you're awesome. It's not multiplayer. So, I mean, you got Luigi, you have Link, and you have Master Chief. Show me one red person besides Mario and maybe Samus that you can say even competes. I'd be willing to listen to someone that competes with my lineup of green on the red side, and I bet you can't. But before I got down to 2 lives, I got down to 1 life there in my recording. And originally in that recording, I was Mario, and I just kept dying, and I really got frustrated. Almost didn't even want to do this Let's Play anymore, but you know, I found out that on the Super Nintendo I can use my continues and always be LuigiMario. I can not forsake my namesake. I can play with the character I wanted to play with. I can die and not care. Like before, that would have just been so frustrating. It's like, oh my god, I died. I just can't recover. And I died again, but you know, maybe it's not as fun when I'm not getting upset about dying, but life's too short. Okay, now I'm getting upset. I had 7 lives, and now we're down to 4. Over some stupid mushroom that I'm probably going to lose right here. Like, when I drop down, I'm probably going to lose it. Okay, I didn't. But notice that, viewers, that there's all these blocks that are missing. Like, okay, you're not going to show me another block that's missing. Like that one up top. This one right here. Some tells me that they wanted this castle to be a lot harder, and then they took some stuff away. I wonder if we'll ever re-see this pattern. Maybe not this one. And goodbye, Bowser. Because this is Luigi time. And I am so happy, I am so blessed to be able to make these videos for y'all. And y'all probably already knew I was religious based on my bless you and go Gamecocks. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about life in general. Football season starting. First game Thursday, August 30th, 2012. In case y'all are watching this. Oh, what? They took that one away? There's supposed to be a 1-up right there. I guess they took away. Oh well. I just remember it too. I was so excited. I was gonna be like, "Here's a 1-up, guys!" Oh my god! It's starting to sound like Chin Hair from Lucagen's Pokemon. No, just wait up there, Luca. Oh my god! Gotta catch them all, right? Now that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if y'all saw it, but if you look really closely, after I kick the shell and it hits the last person that's near the edge of the screen, the numbers wrap around. So you'll see part of the bonus of like 100. The 1 will be on the right side of the screen, and the 0 will be barely visible on the left side of the screen. I'm not sure what kind of programming that was to display it like that, but I thought it was interesting that the numbers will wrap around. We wrap around, we wrap around. But I don't really need these coins, but I don't see any harm of trying to complete this game without using a continue. Besides the base one that I used to get 5 lives to start Luigi off, because normally I would have to start with 1 life. And that is just constantly fighting an uphill battle that I did not want to fight. That was not my battle, folks. But I digress. What I do know is I am now having a blast. I played through this game earlier on my initial just pre-run, get used to all the levels. Well, not all the levels, but you know, just get a refresher of the game and mechanics and everything. And I tell you what, you do not realize how different you'll play when you're talking while playing and trying to make interesting commentary for you, the folks, the fans, the people who hopefully will look up to me. Not really. I'm no role model. I'm just a guy that plays video games. And that's fine by me. I have a good job. I hopefully have a good wife one day. If I don't, I don't. But I'm not going to stress about it right now. I'm happy. Life is good. I can't believe how mad I got at this game, though, that I couldn't record it because I always want to be a Luigi. Luigi's my... He was me when I was little. I was the kid that was picked on. And don't even get me started about the anti-bullying stuff. Being a former kid that was picked on, and through bullying, I became a stronger person, and I think I hate to say that bullies made me a better person, but it definitely made me a stronger person. I'm able to take it. You know, I will admit I went through my phases as a kid where I was like, oh, I should just end the world, or I should end these people, and you know, what I can say is I was weak then. And things do get better. Those people don't matter. I might could name some of the bullies, but you know what? I talked to some of them now, the people that picked on me. They're cool people now. They're cool with me. I mean, we all grew up. Well, most of us did. I mean, there's probably some bullies that are still in my hometown that, you know, their glory days was in high school picking on people. And, you know, I don't want to say that's pathetic because I'm talking down about them, but I'll say it's sad that if your glory days was, oh, I remember when I was the head honcho of the high school and I was picking on this kid, and well, I mean, they won't be like I was picking on this kid and that was awesome. It'll probably be like, you know, people looked up to me, people feared me. But you know what? I mean, that's their prerogative. All I know is I'm a much stronger person now. And, oh, so in the enhanced versions, I call this the enhanced version, the all-star version. That's when they started the multiple toads. Like, if you remember my lost levels, you know, the number of toads was per castle that you defeated. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to record for about 20 minutes worth, and then I'll stop the episode. Most episodes will be 3 worlds each, and at that point, originally there's one up here or something. Oh well. I'm not too worried about it. I was so worried before. I let my emotions get the best of me, and now that's been one of my major downfalls. That's something that I actually picked on about. They called me Crybaby, because I cried a lot. I mean, they weren't wrong. I was a crybaby. Now, should they have picked on me about it, I don't know. But, I mean, they weren't lying. But I had a lot of demons. I had a whole lot of demons back then. And I was kind of a problem child in middle school and everything. And I don't know, it's just thinking back about that kind of makes you sad, kind of makes me excited to see where I came from and how I overcome what I considered at the time just the worst things in my life. And now I'm somewhat successful. I have a good job. I have a great family. I really can't look at one thing in my life and complain about it besides the fact that I don't necessarily have a love of my life right now, but, you know, I really haven't put in the work. I haven't trusted enough to God to find it for me. It's one of those things I'm like, oh, I'm going to find that myself, and, you know, I'm kind of putting it in God's hands also and saying, you know, if it happens, it happens. I hate to be that passive person because I'm one of those people like, yes, you can put it in God's hands, but, you know, don't just say, oh, it's in His hands and not try. Because I know it's not in the Bible, but I always believe God helps those that help themselves. So it's good to put everything in His hands, but still continue to work for that goal. And when He feels you deserve it, then the goal will open up. And some people be like, well, you don't need religion for that. When you deserve it, it happens. But I worked for a very religious company called Brighton Entertainment. They're based out of Augusta, Georgia. They make a video. They're a video production. If they don't agree with the message of your video, sometimes they won't. Well, I'm not even going to speak for how they run their company like that, but what I am going to say is they're a highly religious company, and I definitely saw God work for them. There was just certain, what people would say is coincidence, and it just happened routinely. I'm not even saying like it's good coincidence, like, oh my god, this really good thing happened for him. No, I'm just talking about like every day is like, oh, we really need to talk to this person, and we're walking down the street or we're at a shoot, and so happens that person's just there. Like, there's no explanation. I mean, we weren't planning on seeing that person there. It just so happens that, you know, God put us in the same place at the same time, knowing that we needed to talk to him, and I think that's just really awesome. But I'll stop with the religious talk, because I know it's really alienating, and that's probably not a reason I should stop, but I'm going to respect the people that just came here to watch a Let's Play of the original Mario Brothers. But, got me all hyped up, and I'll probably continue this conversation in the next episode, because I'm going to record these back to back, and I'm probably going to beat the game in one night and upload them in a row and everything, but, level 4-1. So we're going to pause here, and we're going to cut it for now, and we'll start, and I'll talk to you more about different subjects of my life in the next video. As always, this is AlwaysLuigiMario signing out. Have a blessed day, and go Gamecocks.